Good morning, y'all. Well, today we are having steak for supper. So we got out two really nice and thick steaks. We're gonna have corn on the cob. We're gonna have fried taters with garlic, onion, and turnip and seasonings. That's what's for supper. Now we're gonna let these steaks thaw out, and we want them not quite room temperature, but we don't want them cold either because that will make them tough. Okay, y'all. Well, first thing that's gonna be done is Mr. James is gonna help me in the kitchen, and he's cooking the potatoes tonight. Hello, Mr. James.
Hello.
Now, while he is starting the potatoes, I'm going to start these steaks. And you can take any steak seasoning you like and do this. And what you want to do, you want to sprinkle that on good and just press it in. And once again, my hands are extremely clean. Just press them in there really good. And then do the other side. These are some beautiful steaks. Okay, we're going to do the other side. And then I'm going to go out to the cottage garden and I'm going to pick some herbs. I will be right back. Now, while Mr. James is over here cutting up the potatoes and what else you got? Turnips and onions, and I chopped him up some garlic to throw in that. In this skillet, I've got some butter melting, and I am going to throw in a handful of garlic and also my herb of choice when it comes to cooking steak, and that is thyme. And just throw that in there, and we're going to mix that up with that butter. So the butter sauce tastes just like garlic and thyme.
I see.
All right. You mind telling the good folks what all you've got in there?
I don't know if I want to tell them my little secret ingredient or not.
Why is that?
Because it's an accident secret ingredient. Yeah. I've got turnips, potatoes, salt, pepper, and of course, chili powder.
Not too much, just a little bit.
Just enough to season them up a little bit.
Okay, y'all, he's going to get this cooking good. And when the potatoes get a little soft, he's going to add the onion. Now, there's already garlic in there also. And over here, we have the butter heating up with the thyme in it and the garlic. And that's going to flavor those steaks so well. In this process, you want to make sure you do it slow. You don't want the temperature too high. The goal is not to burn the garlic and the thyme. It's just to infuse the butter. Okay, y'all. Now this is done perfectly. And what we're going to do next, we are removing this stuff out. Leaving the butter. Okay, y'all. Now the skillet's nice and hot. Next thing we're going to do is add the steak. Listen to that sizzle. And then we're going to take this tool. We're going to get that butter And we're going to drizzle the top of that steak with that butter. The point is to keep the steak as moist as possible during the cooking process. And then we're going to let those sear on both sides. And we're going to flip them over. And cook it on the other side. Now these are probably going to cook about 5 minutes on each side for my steak. Now Mr. James likes a well done steak, so his naturally will cook longer. I'll bring you back when it's time to flip it. Okay, y'all, now he's got the onions put in the taters, so those will be done soon. And the steaks have not been flipped yet. Okay, y'all, it is time to flip the steaks. Look how beautiful that is. Now, we are going to do the same thing to this side as we did to the other side. You want to keep this steak nice and moist. All that flavor up on them steaks, it's going to be so good. Okay, y'all, my steak is done, and it is cooked perfectly. Mr. James's steak is still on. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to waste this garlic. I'm going to put that right on the top of my steak and Mr. James's steak, and we will be right back with the taste test. Okay, y'all, now both steaks are done, potatoes are done, corn's done. And Mr. James is going to give that a taste. How tender is it?
Pretty good. I got the gristle. I knew where it was at.
One of your favorite parts. All right, y'all. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I've got a mess to clean up. It is a dirty job cooking steak. You get splatters. Don't judge me. It's all right. All right, y'all. If you're not subscribed to Pennington's Garden Life, come on over and subscribe. We're good people. Have a blessed day.